Good evening, folks. It's Thal McRom, and I'm back with something a little different. I thought I'd go pull out a game I've been kind of following for a while. It's still in early access, hasn't quite hit full release yet, but it's out and available if people are interested in picking it up. It's called StarMancer, and they've had a few updates, in this year. Nothing in like the last month or two, but they push out an update or two a year. And I thought I'd take a look and see how we're doing. So let's start a new game of StarMancer. And we'll just go McRom. There we go. And I think we'll just do default. Yeah, we'll do the tutorial just because it's been that long since I've played. And I know they've made some updates. So let's just go. Now, effectively, you're an AI in charge of a ship. And you have to keep your crew alive. Or at least, you're supposed to keep your crew alive. And basically, they're just talking about how they digitized the human race and then put AIs in charge of ships and then launch the ships. The idea being basically the AIs would then clone / revive the humans once they were in space to help them find a new place to live. But of course, nothing goes according to plan. And now, you're one of these AI ships. And here we are. Weak attempt number, then... Wow, that's a lot. Location, uncharted space. State, unknown. Biotech operational processing, next course of action. So basically, it's telling us it's going to put us through the tutorial and figure out what's going on. And telling us if we click at the top right, it'll show us the objectives. So it's telling us we have 1.3 million souls stored on our databanks. And it's telling us that the people we have stored in our databanks have had some DNA corruption, so we'll probably have to just kind of figure it out a bit. Alright, so it wants us to grow a colonist. And we do that by clicking on this. Well, unlock a colonist. Now you can look at our colonists. Here we go. So we have some choices, and like we have this guy who's good at shooting a gun, but he's unfortunately got multiple personalities, and we'll have a random perk each day. Interesting. He also has loner. He requires less socialization, but still some. We have this guy who's a loner, and he's got researcher and handguns, but he's mute. He can't talk. Got another person who can't talk and is anxious. Basically, they have higher morale penalties. They have good melee, good research, but they're also a cook. I like this. Looks like a human, statistically likely to also be a human. Wow. Just the commentary on this is hilarious. A person doing human... It's a person doing things humans do. Human activities. Wow. This is a gynecologist, a stockbroker, and a plumber. Such fascinating characters they've given us to pick from here. We can also refresh them, get different characters. And so they're talking about DNA fragments. It's kind of your currency for buying new colonists, and we start with 200. This guy hates scavenging. He likes intellectual in his free time. He randomly poops, even in space, when he has a snap. And he'll break objects. This guy becomes a cannibal. Hunger strike means he'll stop eating. Though we could theoretically therapy boof these guys and fix this. And let's see here. Free time's creative. Hates researching, even though he's good at it. Loves to doctor. Refuses to research. Free time creative. Wow, all of these are going to be terrible. I'm going to refresh all of these. Okay. This is an old hitchhiker. They're good at speed, melee, and handguns. They randomly cuss and they're incompetent. Okay. Average Joe. Nothing special. This is a human. Be nice to them. Oh, it's a sitcom doctor. Loves doctoring. Free time spiritual. Cannibal. Hunger strike. Speedy but incompetent. Good at mining. Hates power generation. I think we'll just take our sitcom doctor. Yeah, we'll unlock that ego. Let's see here. Let me close this. What are my quests? Okay. Passable choice to get through the current situation. Colonists cost DNA fragments unlock. Also grow. There's enough stored for at least one. More will eventually be required. Now, select the core and grow the colonist. Okay, so it wants us to do this. Okay, there we go. Grow colonist. Confirm. There we go. And then it's going to go through the little countdown of growing our colonists. What is this? What do we have here? We have some jetpacks there. Okay. Okay, so you just right-click to close that, or click that to close it. So it's going to take us a little bit to grow this colonist, so let's speed up time just this hair. There we go. I think we're about done. Yep, 99. Okay, so we have a colonist now. There's no expected deviation. This colonist is suffering from memory loss. Any colonists you grow are going to start off with no memories. Although they do seem to retain their skills and personalities. Keep growing more of them. There's a lot of work to be done. Okay. Colonists may be assigned tasks they prefer automatically. Okay, they perform automatically. Click on a colonist. Task tabs are assigned and unassigned. Unlike machines, they will only perform work during work hours. Their morale is too low, they might even refuse to do anything. Okay, standard stuff. You'll need the appropriate construction material. The scrap. Okay, so basically it wants us to go and find scrap. Okay, so let's do this. So we're going to do that. Okay, we can do that. Alright, having to get used to how this... So it wants us to get those, and those. There we go. Use storage zones. Alright. Place a storage zone. Yep. Telling us to use build menu to do storage zone. Which we can do. So let's do that. So let's see here. We'll do storage zone there. There we go. Okay, heaps. Don't worry about atmosphere. Your core produces enough for now. You can view the needs of colonists using the health tab. Okay. So basically just telling us how to see what our colonists need and have access to. Oh, we can zoom out. Cool. Okay, so we can click on our colonist, go to their health tab, and so they're well rested. They don't need to use the bathroom. Everything's good there. And then memories will tell us if they're good or happy. So there you go. We'll need to poop anywhere. Alright, so sleep, build a bedroll, and a makeshift toilet. Got it. Build. Cosmetics, furniture. External objectives. Oh, atmosphere, water, zone tools, all. Let's see here. Here's the makeshift toilet. We don't have enough scrap. Okay. We didn't see the bedroll, though. There's the bedroll. We also don't have enough scrap for that. Okay. So we're still waiting for them to finish scrapping. So we'll do a bedroll. Over here. Okay, so it won't let us place it until we get that done. Alright. Let's see about finding another colonist then. Unlock another colonist. We refresh. We can. Okay. Hates researching, refuses to engineering, loves doctoring, loves carrying dead bodies, morbid curiosity. Okay. Scared of the dark. Hates carrying dead bodies, hates engineerings. Okay. So, crafts at the ore bench and refinery workbench. I need one. Here we go. There we go. This one. Yeah. Unlock. Cool. Growth. Get another colonist here, see if we can't speed up the work getting done. I'm gonna have to build some more storage zones as well. There we go. That should be a big enough storage zone. Now I need them to actually do some mining and gathering. We got all kinds of stuff. What do we have here? How do I see my resources? That'd be nice. Occasionally, or from killing wildlife. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I want to place a bedroll game. But my colonists are not successfully getting scrap. Looks like they're finally getting scrap. Okay. Okay, so I was paying attention to what resources were what. That's part of what was going on here. But that's okay. We're getting there. So we have food. Power. Now we have scrap and stuff. Telling us that we can grow mushrooms and stuff. Alright, so let's pause for a second. So now, let's do the bedroll. I think we'll do one there. And where's that makeshift toilet? There's a makeshift toilet. We'll do that one over here. There we go. Can I get someone to build this? Okay, they're sleeping instead of building. Got it. Can unlock another person here. Let's see if we can get someone who's decent and competent. Faint-hearted. This guy was president of Earth. Excitable. But terrified of blood and dead bodies. God, these are all terrible. Let's see here. Here we go. Insomnia. Doesn't do mining, though. You know, we can work with that. Yeah, unlock that. Alright. Real colonist. There we go. We can work with someone who doesn't do mining, because these two can do mining. There we go. So they're having some free time and stuff. Cool. Well, I need y'all to, like, build stuff now. I do like the fact that you don't have to worry about, like, the airlocks. The airlocks just are. Okay. They're building now. Good. Somewhere for all that biowaste to go. It's time to feed your crew. You can equip... Become equipped with bioshrooms originally for feeding colonists on the New World. You'll need bioshrooms and a bit of water grow. Place a bioshroom and place someone with the task of farmer. Okay. Alright, so we need to build this bioshroom thing. We'll build that over here. Can I rotate? Oh, okay, so right click rotates that. Interesting. How do I rotate? Okay, so that rotates that. Yeah, I'll just put them over here. There we go. I think I'll build another bed as well. Okay. Then now once we do farming, once we find someone who can do farming and move up the tasks. Put another bed in. There we go. Yeah, let's see here. Skills, job tasks. And okay, she doesn't hate any of that. I think it was this guy who won't do farm, who won't do lifespan. One of these people refuses to do mining. Yeah, he won't do mining. So we're just going to make him our farmer. We'll just move this up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Trying to figure out. Biomass is discussing inevitable in its raw form, but applying heat turns it into grilled biomass. 9 out of 10. Okay, place a grill and assign someone the thankless task of cooking. Okay, so we need to make a grill now. Here's the grill. We'll put the grill. I'll just put it right here. There we go. Conditions good. Okay. Do we have anyone assigned to the task of chef? Scavenger, carry all, cleaning, cooking. Oh, well, this person actually enjoys being a chef. There we go, perfect. We got the chef taken care of. Next course of action. We have instructions found. Execute designated fallback protocol. Okay. Can we build better storage? Let's see here. Grill, supply station. Standard panel. Mesh shelf. So we can make a shelf. Let's see here. Let's do a couple of shelves. Log. Detecting nearby signal source. SOS protocol. Help. Meow. What? Core malfuncturing. Did we get a message from a cat? Into transmission. Okay. Coming from nearby asteroid. Due to emergency protocols, the station is currently locked down. Colonists won't venture outside station boundaries during lockdown. Deactivate lockdown mode and then order colonists to explore the source of the signal. Okay. So let's slow speed down here. Deactivate lockdown. Slide the lockdown button up. Escape menu. It says on the right side. On the upper left, okay. Okay, there we go. So we can now draft someone or order them to go exploring. This guy won't do mining. This guy will do mining, so let's see here. Okay, I want you to come over here and explore. What about over here? Ah, over here's where it wants us to go. Had to figure it out. There's like some little critter over here. Okay, so he'll go over here. Got his little jetpack on. Let's head over there. Retrieve the core. There we go. Okay. Scans indicate the presence of banana core. Extract more. Once extracted, order them to pick it up and deposit into your access hatch. Okay. Pick up item. Deposit that. There we go. What is this? Ice. Okay, so we can probably designate this for mining. Yep. And we'll designate some of this for mining over here as well. We have another asteroid over here that might be worth exploring. Alright. Okay. Emergency backup power. It only lasted 99 years. Luckily you woke me up. You woke up and heard my distress call. Like say you've been through a lot. Huh? Old Earth, lost feet. Doesn't ring a bell. Saved me. There we go. So we saved the cat. It's pretty barren. We should get out of here. I'll fix up your warp drive and convert it to use star fuel. That's what everyone uses out here. Okay. So basically he's going to fix our warp drive. Oh, there's a ship schematic. Place a hauler so we can click star fuel. Okay. Hauler unlocked. Open tech tree. Oh, wow, this has changed, I feel like. Ore refinery. Basic stuff. treadmill. So it's wall vent, mesh furniture, skill boards. So we can get more advanced farming too. Storage bin. Bin for storing one type of item that won't spoil or thaw. Interesting. Cryo miner. Interesting. They've definitely added a lot of stuff since I last played. Okay, well, we'll just say done. Alright. Now it wants us to build a hauler. Used for trading, collecting resources. Can be upgraded to perform more types of missions. What we'll do is we'll put that on this side. I think this will be a good spot for the hauler. There we go. Or maybe not. That probably wasn't the best spot. Let's speed things back up here. Okay, so out in this local star system, mining with the ship requires mining drill upgrade, which should be required with scrap. That's for later. Now let's go get some of that hot star stuff. Open StarMancer, select star, and create a fuel extractor. Okay. Alright, so it wants us to do that. So we've learned to make husk lava, dirty water. Okay. So let's slow it down here. And let's go to our star map. Select the star. There we go. In theory, that will get us that going. Shelf for storing items. How many does this store? Okay, so this holds like 8 items. It'll take some time. Once finished, you'll generate small amounts of star immediately, and over time, storing up to 10. Okay. So we can't store it just normally. Last electricity collected schematics. Okay, so it wants us to build a research station. Okay, let's see here. Research station. Alright, let's rotate that. Alright. Starting to get a little cramped in this ship, I think. There we go. We're going to need some more storage, I think. There we go. That'll give us a little more organization. They should be done with a few hours. You just need to wait. Okay. Basic power. Alright, got it. Research menu. We want basic power. Free time. Let's see here. Science, infrastructure, basic power. There we go. Okay, so there's how we can see how long that's got until it's done. how are people doing here? Generally good. Generally good. Yeah, health-wise. Bathroom and free time are kind of low, so we should probably get another bathroom here. Can I build a copy? Oh, so it has low comfort. Got it. Build. We'll do a second makeshift toilet here. How much scrap I got? Not a ton. So it's a little rough on morale. This is better on morale. Definitely need more storage, though. I actually think one of the things I'll do is cancel all these. Is there a way for me to cancel these tasks? Cancel. Okay, so I can do it one at a time. Let's cancel these. We don't need that much water right now. Okay, so they're just going to grab what we already harvested. How much water do we have? Alright. So we have the fuel. Alright, so they're researching. Good. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of just different things. Oh, there's our star fuel extractor in the background. Hilarious. What do we have over here? What is this? Space ration. Okay. Okay. Treadmills generate power. Batteries store power. We'll need multiple batteries. Place treadmill in a battery. Okay. Treadmill. Do that. And small battery. There we go. Okay, the other thing I think I want was this. Or, okay, so yeah, I think I do want these materials over here. There we go. What's this? Marked for harvest. It's a seed jar. Okay. That's probably valuable. What's this? It's another seed jar, so let's harvest that too. Okay, there we go. Get those things going. I don't want the generic room per se. Okay. Alright. Objects adjacent do not require place wires on the treadmill to the battery. Okay. So we have to do wires now. Wire. Okay. That work now? Yes. Okay. Thankfully, wires seem to be fairly simple. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to extend it. You can refine ore. Alright, so now it wants us to research the ore refinery. Okay. Research. Ore refinery. There we go. I'm guessing I should probably start harvesting ore too. Let's go ahead and just backlog resources while we can. There we go. Okay, now it wants us to build the ore refinery. Ore refinery. Where is that? Ooh, that's a big boy. Well, the ore refinery is going to go outside. I think that'll be the best bet. Yeah, alright. Now, if you can craft metal, you can craft anything. Or at least that's what programming taught me. Select the ore refinery, select production tab, then select metal. When we run out of ore, we can always go somewhere else to get more metal. Alright, so production, metal. Let's say main 10. Cool. And then we also need wires. There we go. No colonists assigned. Okay, let's see here. Tasks. Crafting at the ore bench. But I had someone assigned to doing that. Guess not. There we go. She can do it. Alright. What's he like for doing his free time? He likes creative. Hold on. Let's see here. Free time. Let's research. We'll go to down here to free time and see if we can't improve his free time options. Looks like that allows let's see here. This looks like creative colonists can do their autistic needs. Okay, so we'll do this one. I'll let our creative guy solve his creativity issues. Still gotta figure out what we're gonna do about this star fuel thing that it wants us to work towards. But anyways, so far, this is the game, basically. And I think we'll go through till we get our first kind of jump done. You can see they have things like how much oxygen their suit's carrying, that's what the little bar is, and how long they're taking on their job. And then let's see here, mining. Got mining skill 4, so they get better at things. Let's see here, how are we doing on storage? That one's full. That one's full. 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 So yeah, we're gonna need to build some more storage. So, part of the reason I'm doing this is because each one of these squares will hold 4, but each one of these shelves will hold 8. So, it's basically double efficiency. There we go. Oh, good. They're making friends with each other. I was worried about that. Alright. There we go. Cool. And that should help improve our efficiency. At least as far as space and storage goes. There we go. What is this stuff? Biomass? Moonshine. Where do we get moonshine from? I probably got them too many tasks. There you go, what's this? Goop. Low chef skill. Recycle the waste recycler. Technically edible, but makes people unhappy. I can understand. And let's see here. Bioshroom spores. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, they finished that. Alright, where's the recycler? Toilet stall. Sort of, does not generate any returns. Oh yeah, let's get the improved toilet so we can replace these guys. What are we doing on power? We're doing okay on power. Waiting on the engineer. They made one of the metals. Yeah, we made metal. Wheat. Oh, we found wheat speed. So we now can grow wheat. So we need the recycler. Because I think these are full. Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. We're at this, and where's the recycler? Medical desk. Power. Gear station. Ore refinery. Radar dish. Waste recycler. So we're gonna need that next. I think they're sitting in the bathroom and eating. If you're bored, dude, go do some research, man. The sooner you do some research, the sooner I can get you better entertainment. Oh man, these colonists. This is like playing. It's like playing a slightly specialized RimWorld. Only you're an evil. You're an AI. There's a couple games like this that I can show you all over time. This is just one I hadn't played in a long time. Here we go. So we got that tech tree. Let's get this waste recycler done. There we go. How are we doing on our mining? Are we done mining yet, guys? We are, but we just don't have storage. No, not quite. But yeah, storage is definitely a problem here. Let's build some more storage. Alright, where's my shelves? There we go, we'll do that. I think they can get around to that. We'll see. Job matrix. Color tool, build. Delete. Delete what? Delete storage zone. Perfect. There we go. That'll make them use the shelves. Cool. That's where the delete thing is. Got it. I knew it was around here somewhere. There we go. I do like the fact that you can like double row these shelves though. Okay, now let's see here. Where's our board guy? Let's do the hollow canvas. There we go. That'll make him happy. Then we need electricity. There you go. Now he's got something to do with his life. Alright. That should make them all much happier. And we're almost done making metals. She's almost done researching the waste refinery, which I think we'll put over here for the time being. Okay, waste recycler's done. Let's go ahead and get that built. There we go. There we go. Alright. We're getting close to completing this little task. Probably doesn't help that I've been giving them lots to do. I could actually probably get another colonist. Well, person. Let's see here who we have available. Let's refresh. Hates scavenging. Spiritual. Space terror. Arsonists could be annoying, but they're really good at construction, janitorial, and melee. Insomnia, fast learner. But they're not good at scavenging. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and take them, though. Yeah. Go ahead. And we'll just not make them do any scavenging. But let's see here. Programming terminal, gear station, storage bin. Let's see. Storage bin could actually be pretty good. Well sink, water tank. Water purifier would also be good. So let's go ahead and get that done, too. There we go. Alright. And your jobs. You don't like scavenging. Good. She's not set on scavenging. Perfect. But we can add engineering and farming to her thing. A critical occurrence has occurred in failure of life support. Advise redundant. Oh. Okay, why is our life support suddenly? Can we only support Griffin colonists? Hold on. What's up with our life support? We have food. I wonder if our main system. So we can only have 15. But okay, so that's where it stores our fuel. Rations control. There was something here that was like no bio waste. Alright, so let's go into our research menu. Probably gonna have to change this. Alright, open tech tree. Oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. Thermal exchange, vent, sprinkler. It's furniture. Atmosphere. Life support. We're going to need something to let us do more oxygen. It isn't like way down the tech tree here. That's going to be a slight problem. Why is our oxygen critical? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, I think I've messed this up. Somehow. I don't know how. Because I don't think we have an oxygen leak. Okay, so we've got the thermal exchanger unlocked. We're getting there. What is using up my metals? My metals keep disappearing on me, and I don't know why. No do critical. Has been compromised and may never return. Okay. So we don't have oxygen. But why? Okay. It looks like I could build oxygen emitters and just didn't know it. There we go. Okay. So now I have to get some water. Yeah. Someone put some water in that, please. There it goes. Okay. I think we fixed the oxygen problem. Alright. Apparently that was a thing I could just do this whole time. Didn't know. There we go. How are we doing on water? Not great. Okay. We have crystals. We're gonna need some more power soon. This thing uses power, doesn't it? Yeah, this uses power. Where is all of our metals going? Our metals are definitely going somewhere. Let's maintain. Maintain at least 6. There we go. The other thing we need. So we're going to need a water purifier so we can make more water. There we go. Set that. There we go. Get that water going. should get an extra bed. There we go. Got the extra bed. Got star map. How's our resources? We got times 10. How are we doing on fuel? 1, 2, 6, 7. We can get 7. It looks like we've fixed the water situation for the most part. Until we can get some more water purifiers done. That'll be kind of key, I think. Is something consuming our metals? Okay, so we got a metal. Went there. Alright. The other thing I'm gonna do. Gonna put a water purifier out here. There we go. Alright, let's get this going here. That'll let us start converting some of this dirty water into clean water. Where are these wires take metals? No. What about the water purifier? No. Something is eating our metals, and I don't know what. I'm still confused as to what is consuming all of our metals. They keep making like one, and then it keeps disappearing on us. Well, anyways, I don't think I'm gonna make y'all watch this too much longer. I want to try and get to our first warp, but it's not gonna let me do that until we get these metals done. Well, we're also running out of ore. So let's pause real quick. What do you do? You're gonna engineer things and doctor. You're gonna increase your mining here. There you go. Because I want this done. There we go. We're gonna make him do it. I want to get this warp done. Especially now that we've got fuel. Oh, we found some organ healing serum. Oh, that's nice. Come on, guys. I need you all to go out there and mine that, please. Where is my shift control? Here we go. Yeah, work. What time is it? Okay. What's your tasks? You don't do mining, but you can do engineering. Congratulations. Do engineering. What about you? We got that turned on already. Alright. And you? Got turned on. Why are you doing free times? All tasks finished. Why have you all stopped mining then? I feel like I've done something and messed up their order of operations. Well, we'll just stop there for now. But that's StarMancer in a nutshell. It is a, colony survival game in a sense, set on a spaceship that you can pilot throughout space. So, for example, we could go to the star map here, and we could go over here to extract some scrap. All kinds of stuff. So, like, we can... Let's see here. What was food? Yeah, there we go. We'll send someone to go salvage that. Then you'll see someone will go get in the ship and go. But eventually, once you get past the tutorial, which I've somehow trapped myself in, you can actually take your ship and launch off and go into other star systems. See if it'll show us that here. Yeah, here, galaxy map. So here we are. And then we can zoom out, go to other places. And you can see there's like undead and all kinds of other life forms out there for you to interact with. And actually, yeah, we'll travel here. There we go. So we have low power, but that's alright. We're getting ready to warp. We'll finish this out on a warp. I hope that dude does not fly off from the shuttle as we get ready to warp. as that would be real awkward. I think it cuts all the power off when we warp like this. Nope. There he goes. I guess we need to wait for that guy to get back now. Oh, goodness. Flew off as we were charging the warp drive. Hilarious. Okay. I'll be back in just a bit. So let's go ahead and get to that point, and then we'll engage the warp drive and go. My god. These colonists, right? Now, what are you going to do about them? Oh, the ship's going to get ready to warp. Let me just fly off in the shuttle. I'll be back. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so you can expand the ship. Like, so for example, if we went to build here, we could go to, like, ship's hull. Let's see, that's the walkways that go along the outside. Standard floor. You know. Room walls, standard panels. Windows, etc. So, like, for example, we could do this. And then expand that area. There's, like, more options, apparently. Yeah. There you go. See, that expands our ship. Why are you telling me low oxygen? Did we run out of water in here? No, we have water in here. Oh, goodness. It's telling me low oxygen again. Oh, well, it's because it's out there. Oh, of course there's no oxygen out there. Alright, so our dude's back. So let's engage the warp drive. And we'll end this once we get to that next sector. Here we go, we're in transit. I'm pretty sure it said warning, stay inside. Alright, but they're just going outside anyways. Gotta love our colonists. Okay, so that needs wiring. There we go. Or it just needs water. Actually, what we can do... It's engaging warp. And now we'll be in this new star system. Humans can be dangerous, but if you reclaim their head, you can grow them forever. That's talking about where, like, if a colonist dies, you can, like, basically reharvest them and grow them back, if I remember correctly. So here we are. And we are now in the middle of a new system, and we've landed in an asteroid. I'm just going to go ahead and pause real quick. So, like, here we've got a red slime. Harmless creature that'll eat all of your food. You know, basically we need to terminate this because we don't want it eating our food. We have some more seeds, silicon. Yeah, see, now we have new resources. Like over here, this is a crashed ship of some sort. So we could explore that, maybe find some resources. So we've got another ice asteroid over here. Another crashed ship of some sort. So this is the kind of stuff you see when you start exploring around. But this game is really interesting. It's simple. Obviously, it's still in early access. It's not finished yet. There's something going on over there. But still, I think it's fun. It's something to keep an eye on. In case this kind of game tickles your fancy. And obviously, there's trading. There's, you know, other people you can interact with. There's salvage you can find. But anyways, I enjoy it. I'll probably revisit it again in the future once they've released a few more updates for it. But I just wanted to show it off to you guys and see what you think. But this has been Thalon McRom, bringing you something a little different by showing you all, good Lord, it's StarMancer. And if you enjoy this kind of content, you know, like and subscribe, and that way you'll be notified when these videos drop. And if you have questions and comments, maybe you've seen the game before, maybe you're curious about the game, maybe you have other games you want me to play, whatever. Leave them in the comments. I love your comments, and they really help me out. And a big shout out to my Patreons who support the channel and help make all this possible. I just want to thank you guys. And I also want to thank all you people out there just watching the videos and hanging out. You all have a great one, and we'll catch you next time.